Hey, what's up guys, Benny here and welcome to another Call of Duty Advanced Warfare video, and a big thank you for the response on yesterday's Advanced Warfare video, which was a sniper nuclear. If you haven't checked it out already, go make sure to check it out after this video. But anyway, I want to get onto a subject that a lot of people have been asking about and a lot of people have been unsure of, because it's not really being covered other than people seeing in the perk list that Dead Silence or Amplify or whichever sound perks were not included in this particular build. And I don't think, from after speaking to developers, it's going to be in the game at release either, and there's a number of reasons for this, because I know a lot of people on Twitter were freaking out going, why is this not implemented into the game, why is there not going to be Dead Silence, everyone's just going to be sound whoring and camping in corners. But guys, you honestly do not have to worry, because after speaking to developers, the way how the whole sound and sound whoring operation is going to work within Advanced Warfare makes complete and utter sense once you've played the game. Because if you guys will look at previous Call of Duties like Call of Duty Ghosts, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3 and stuff, when you're doing sound whoring, you can hear people literally across the other side of the map, like just from a splash of the puddle or something like that, which is especially overpowered in Search and Destroy, and is why Dead Silence becomes such an important perk that you couldn't play Call of Duty without Dead Silence, because otherwise you're going to get sound horde across the map. But in this game, it's going to be based more on real world sounds. And if you guys are wondering what I mean by real world sounds, I mean exactly how it works in real life. For example, if you guys are on like the second or third story of a building in your house or whatever, you can tend to never hear what people are doing on like the first floor if they're walking about, wandering about. And that is how it's exactly how it's going to work in Advanced Warfare, because it's sometimes ridiculous. When you look back at like Modern Warfare 3, like I said before, just the levels of sound, especially like the perk, if you're using a perk like Amplify, is just really unrealistic, and it's just really overpowered and gives an unbalanced advantage, an unfair advantage to a lot of players. And I'm kind of glad on the approach they've had. So pretty much with the real world sounds, if someone's in the same room as you, you'll be able to hear them coming up behind you. But if they're like trying to make a flank or a movement on you, you won't be able to hear them. If they're going around the side of a building when you're in the big prison building, you won't be able to hear them until they're right on top of you, which I think is going to work really well, especially in Call of Duty public matches. And you're going to be more reliant on your actual vision and understanding of the game, as well as using your score streaks like the UAV and perhaps any other kill streaks that they implement into the game to allow you to know where your opponents are. I personally believe that this is a lot better system to having the Dead Silence, because it kind of always, every single player always runs it. So it's kind of really boring when you look at people's car setups. It's always going to be there. There's no variation, especially when you go into competitive. A Dead Silence is 100% necessity. I do hope though that within the private matches or something like that, they do implement like a option within the menus that you can just turn footsteps off, so that no footsteps are in the game, so everyone's kind of naturally got Dead Silence, because it still will make sound whoring a slight thing in competitive Call of Duty, though it's not as overpowered as previous Call of Duties. Anyway, I want to get on to something else now, which is the movement in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I do hope that you did find the sound whoring, what I talked about, sound whoring and stuff like that, a little bit useful. Oh, for those of you do wondering, the way to sound whore in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is there's an option to turn off music, and that makes it a lot easier. It's what myself and a couple of other YouTubers did. It makes it a lot easier to be able to hear footsteps in game, which is really useful. But anyway, I want to get onto the movement in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and I have noticed I say Advanced Warfare a lot in my videos recently. It's like Advanced Warfare. Maybe that'll change shortly, I don't know. But anyway, the movement in Call of Duty is so much faster pace, and it adds so much variation. The key to going to be getting good at this game is going to be learning how to chain all your movements together. For example, you can go to a power slide into a double jump, which will launch you at an angle, and then you could you could power fist into the floor to get yourself down. So for example, what I was always doing, what I tend to do, which helped me get my bigger streaks, like my nuclears, my brutals and stuff like that, I would double jump, and then if I saw someone was going to engage me and I wouldn't be able to win the gunfight, I would hold down the right stick on tactical, or B if you're doing default, which will slam you into the ground. And if you hit someone who below you, that will also kill them, which you saw in the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare trailer, which is really cool. And it's going to be really interesting to see how people chain movements to get around the map. And I know a lot of people are saying, oh, the movements like Titanfall and stuff like this. people don't. It's one of those things that I don't understand. People don't understand that Call of Duty Advanced Warfare has been in development for 3 years, which is very similar to Titanfall. So they wouldn't have known what Titanfall was coming, and because the dev cycle was slightly longer than Titanfall, the game was released before, and it's quite funny how ideas get shared around that community, and it's really interesting talking to developers because those people who made Titanfall and Sledgehammer came from roughly the same place, so ideas came all around the place, and that is why I think you get this silky smooth fast-paced movement, and it's a lot funner. The added verticality in Call of Duty in Advanced Warfare is just going to add an extra element. Everyone's been saying for years that, oh, the movement of Call of Duty, they need to do something different. They've done it, and believe me, I know it's going to sound like I'm a huge fanboy, but you have to try it out for yourself. After about an hour or two of playing, you realize how much it adds. But when you're going into a gunfight, tend to not boost into gunfights. Your movement is more to get you out of gunfights and survivability. If you're losing a gunfight, boost yourself into some cover or get yourself onto a higher position to win gunfights, and that is where movement is going to be key. I'm going to have a lot of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare footage going up for you guys over the next week or two from the capture that I managed to get at Gamescom. I've also got another nuclear gameplay which I'll probably upload within a few days. I'm not 100% sure when, but I'm really happy about it, and it kind of shows off the movement a lot more. So before you guys get the game, start watching a load of YouTubers videos on Advanced Warfare. There's a lot out there now, and just learn how they move around the map. It's really interesting, and it's going to be key to being good at this particular game. Anyway guys, I'm coming up to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about there not being dead silence or amplifying the game so far. From talking to developers, I don't believe it's going to be implemented. Also, make sure to go check out my other Call of Duty Advanced Warfare videos. It is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. The movement in this game is absolutely amazing. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, and make sure to subscribe for more Advanced Warfare footage. See you guys next time.